On my last day of class, I literally cried. Do you plan on staying in Zambia? I don't dream of labor. Honestly, I hated online learning.
Pretty young girl from Zambia, you know that she ain't with the drama. Light skin girl Osama, you know she the bomb, she cause trauma.
Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Hi, my name is Nyemba and I create YouTube content which you should subscribe to. Okay, so excuse this pathetic lighting. Like, the sun is sunning how it should, but the mirror in the car is a bit weird, so that's why it's creating this shadow. But yeah, for today's video, I thought I would do a post-uni Q&A. I actually put it up on my Insta story like over a month ago now, and I just haven't gotten to it. So today I was like, let's do it, and I decided to do it mukbang style because I've always wanted to do one and I've never done one. So I went to my favorite place aka KFC and got me some food. So I'm just gonna answer you guys' questions and stuff while I eat. So yeah, don't forget to thumbs this up, share it with somebody, and of course subscribe. Okay, so I have my food here. I got dunked wings, I got a Colonel burger, and I got chips. I so wish I could like move this mirror out of the way temporarily because this light, like, it's so nice, but it's just the thing I have in the way. Once again, I'm so sorry about this lighting, but I'm just gonna go through them. I saw some of them were kind of like repeats, so if it kind of has to do with like the same topic, I'll just answer it once. Also, I suck at multitasking, so I don't know how this is gonna work. Ooh, that's a lot. That is a lot. I didn't think there were this many. In no particular order. First one is, when is your graduation ceremony? At this time, I hadn't officially gotten my degree. I had just finished uni. My graduation ceremony was meant to be in July, this month, but it got postponed to a later date, basically, that we don't know yet because they're prioritizing in-person graduation. So they didn't have time to like prepare for an in-person graduation because they didn't really know how things were moving and stuff. So yeah, I don't know when my graduation's actually gonna be, pretty much. That's the answer. Who would be your ideal employer right now in Zambia? Honestly, I don't have one because, yeah, I don't have one, honestly. I'm quite flexible, to be fair. Yeah, I don't have like, you know, where I'm like, oh my gosh, if I got employed by these people, then I've made it. Nah. What is something you wish you knew before uni? That's a hard one. I don't know. I like went into uni not expecting too much, but at the same time expecting a lot. So something I wish I knew, I don't know. Oh my god, I suck at this. I really don't know. When I tell you I went into uni just like, okay, let's do this, I did. What's next after uni? I'm chilling, y'all. Can't even lie to you. I'm catching my breath. And that's something we need to normalize. Like, transition periods, you know? It doesn't have to be like back to back doing things. Like, right when you're done with your bachelor's, you go do your master's and you get a job, or right when you're done with your bachelor's, you get a job. Like, let's normalize that in between of just sometimes doing nothing like I am right now. Well, not nothing completely. Like, I'm working on myself, working on my brand, but nothing in terms of how your typical African way of life goes or way of adulting goes, if that makes any sense. Another question is, are you going to work first or more school? Neither, honestly. Like, like my parents and elders trying to get me a job, well, trying to get me to start applying for jobs, but I'm like, I'm not in the headspace to. I don't want a job right now, but like, if a job came my way, I would take it, but I'm not like actively job hunting. Do you feel a lack of closure to your uni life, lectures, friends with virtual learning during your senior year? Definitely, because honestly, I hated online learning, and also the fact that I left the UK on like a whim. There was no time to like say bye to everyone and all of that. I just felt like I didn't have your typical senior year, which I wish I could have had, and honestly it made me so sad. But then there was literally nothing I could do about it, so I was just like, okay. But like, on my last day of class, I literally cried. Like, I was alone in my room. All my course mates were together. Well, the ones who were in the UK were allowed back on campus and they were together and on set and everything, and I just felt so left out. Like, I was so sad that I didn't get to experience that, you know, like in person. So yeah, definitely, you know, Like, I did feel the lack of closure. How did you find juggling YouTube in school? Basically by planning, by just being good with like time management. Not that I was great at it or I'm good at it, but I feel like I have something in my teeth. But yeah, just by managing my time and stuff, because even with uni, it's not like you're always busy. And even with YouTube, it's like I'm not always filming, you know, that sort of thing. So I would just allocate my time wisely, and like it's not impossible, you know. Where do you want to work from? I don't dream of labor. I'm joking. But when I do get in the headspace to work, I really like to work in radio. I think I really like it. Honestly, I'll take anything in media if I'm desperate, but right now I'm not desperate. So, do you plan on staying in Zambia? Yes, I do. And that's because I've always said this. I'm just happier when I'm home. Like, obviously each place has its pros and cons. It's not like every day is a great day when I'm home and every day is a bad day when I'm in the UK. But just like generally, like I'm just happier when I'm home, and right now I'm prioritizing my mental health over getting like a really well-paying job or whatever, like in the UK. Yeah, I'm staying home. And people think it's a weird decision, but I know what I feel. And which university were you at? I was at Uwe Bristol, the University of the West of England in Bristol. Is uni worth it? That's all up to it's all up to an individual, because school's for some people, school isn't for other people. But for me, I'd say it was worth it because I got to study something I was actually interested in, so I wasn't like forced to study what I did study. I actually enjoyed it, and I guess it was worth it because I got a degree in something I liked. So yeah. When do you plan on moving into your own place? In the next 2 years. That might sound like a lot or not, I don't know, but I'm giving myself 2 years. And I had this conversation with my mom the other day, and for her it's just like, why do you want to leave? I mean, for everyone, for all the adults, it's like, why would you want to leave home when you have everything here and all that jazz? And for me, it's like, I don't want to go straight from living with people to living with people. And by people I mean my husband. I feel like I said earlier, we need to normalize transitions, you know. So I want a transitional period where I'm just alone. Like, I live by myself, I don't have kids to worry about, I don't have a husband to worry about, and I just flourish in my own space, you know. Like, I don't have to worry about, oh no, I have to, I don't know, it's weird. Like, at home I'm pretty free, I should say. It's not even like I want to leave because I want freedom. No, I'm pretty free at home. Like, I don't feel like I'm under house arrest while I'm at home. But living alone just has this like next level peace that I want to experience again. I experienced it when I went to uni. Only in, I think I was first year, is when I lived like completely alone, and I loved it. Oh my goodness. Like, I didn't love it because, oh, now I get to act a fool and go to bed drunk and get home at 5 a.m. every day. Like, you know, like the freedom people crave. It was just so nice to be alone, not get headaches from people calling your name. Like, it was just so nice. So inshallah, in the next 2 years I will be on my own. Do you plan on doing YouTube full-time? Yes and no. Like, yes, because that's what I'm focusing on right now, but no, because I know there's more dimension to me and I would be restricting myself if I just did YouTube full-time, if that makes sense. Was it easy or hard to make friends in uni? I want to say neither. Thing with me is I'm an introvert, even though it doesn't seem like it. I like keep to myself, I don't really socialize and all of that. So I don't want to say it was hard, but it was definitely not as easy as I thought it would be, because I don't know, I just wish I was like more of an extrovert and talked more and hung out with people more, because then I feel like I would have come out of uni with like, I don't know, more friends, I guess. Because I feel like I just didn't have your typical like uni experience, because 1, I was very introverted, 2, I had a job, and 3, I just didn't like doing what everyone else liked doing in terms of like going out to the club, going out for like these like ACS events. ACS is the African Caribbean Society, stuff like that. So I feel like I just didn't mingle as much as I possibly could have. So if there's anything I regret about uni, it's not mingling. yeah. Do you plan on furthering your education anytime soon? No, I do not. I do plan on getting my master's, just not anytime soon. Like, I'm still recovering from the PTSD of getting my bachelor's degree, so let's try this burger. Somebody asked, when is your wedding? I don't know either. First you have to find me the man to wed, then we can talk about it. What were you studying? I was studying broadcast journalism. How has your journey been as a mass communication student? So in Zambia, there's no broadcast journalism course like on its own like that. You do mass communication or journalism, so it's kind of under the same umbrella. I really enjoyed it, honestly. It was very up my alley, but also challenged me at the same time, which I liked. So to say the least, it was good. I enjoyed it, but it was a lot of work because it's like it was a very practical course. It definitely kept me on my toes a lot. Okay, so my battery's flashing and I forgot to carry the other one, so it's not going well. Anyway, we're gonna continue till it dies. How did you decide on your career, or how did you know the course you were taking was the right one? Basically, I knew I wanted to do something in media. Like, I always knew I wanted to do something in media. When it came to deciding what course, I was really into photography at the time, so I was like, I want to study like film and photography, just like, you know, actually do what I like to do. My parents were like, ain't no way we're about to pay a ridiculous amount of fees for you to be a camera woman. So I was like, crap, okay. So I continued my research, whatever. Like, so I was just looking for like what else in media interested me, because there's so much under like the media umbrella. So I came across like broadcast journalism, whatever. I was like, you know what, I don't see myself as like a news anchor per se, but there's so many career paths that come out of this degree that I can take up. And yeah, when I brought it to my parents, it was like, okay, cool. I guess it was better than just being a cameraman or camerawoman, whatever. So I guess they let me do that, and it just always felt right because it was media. It wasn't exactly what I wanted to do in media, but still, like, it incorporated all aspects of what I would have liked to do, which was film, photography. I discovered radio in doing this course, script writing, like all of that jazz. So yeah, directing, producing, yeah. Would you say that the course you took was on the easier side or harder side? Definitely easier side. The thing with uni is it was like the easiest level of school I'd ever been through, and not to say that it was easy, but physics and chemistry were definitely harder. What I noticed about uni, even with like some of my friends who, okay, so my camera had died, so I had to drive home so I could get the other battery, and now I'm literally parked in the yard and we're gonna continue. So I was saying how I had friends who were studying other courses and that you consider harder, like law, like engineering, like all of that. Uni wasn't particularly hard for them. It was just a lot of work. It's just, you just get a workload in abundance. It's the workload that stresses you out, not so much like the actual work itself. It's not hard. Not that it can't be hard, it can be, but it's not particularly hard where you have to like bust your brain, but it's just a lot. So yeah. How do you feel to finally get done with uni? Oh my goodness, so relieved. Like, I just feel it's a great feeling. I can't even. It feels good. What's your main focus at the moment? Do you have any goals? At the moment, I'm just focusing on myself and Nyemba Tembo as a brand, pretty much. Any goals? I just want to become a better version of myself, better content creator, better YouTuber, all of that. So that's what I'm pretty much working on. How is the state of your mental health now compared to when you just started uni? That's a great question. Honestly, it's good. It had its ups and downs, just like it does in regular life, even without uni. There's times when I was super stressed out and, you know, it obviously affected my mental health and stuff, but honestly, I'm fine. Like, from the time I began to the end, it's like the beginning and the end were like bookends, you know? Like, it started out good, ended good. I'm so grateful to God for that. Oh, I like this one. Was it worth going to another continent for uni? That's also a very like relative experience, I should say, or like I can't say, like for me personally, yes, it was worth it because I got exposed to another culture and other cultures because, well, there were many international students and stuff. Like I would have never thought I would have friends from Jordan, for example, if I hadn't gone to uni abroad. But yeah, I think it was worth it because not that schooling locally is like bad or anything, but especially for like a course like mine, I think I got more hands-on training having had schooled at a school that had like much better facilities and all of that. So yeah. And then into the next question, do you think you would have learned the same things if you stayed in Zambia? Definitely not, because when I was doing my internship, literally like my boss and my colleagues were so shocked at how much I knew how to do. Like they were like, you could literally work for us, you know, that sort of thing. Because with schooling in Zambia, it's more what's the word, like literature based than practical based. So for us it was like very practical. Like we'd have news days where we simulate a newsroom just like you would in the real world, but they don't have that over here. So that's like something that was different, and I'm glad I went abroad and got like the hands-on training. What's one thing you want to do now with all the free time? I really wanted to travel, like a lot, but COVID said you thought. That's how my cats just like sat on the windshield just staring at me. But anyway, if the angles changed, it's because I had to change the memory card. So I'm just really struggling with this video, but hey. Are you scared of the real world? Yes and no, but mostly no, because I know like God's got me, you know, so even if I'm chilling right now and I'm technically unemployed, you know what, I don't like to think of it as unemployed. I think of it as self-employed because I work for myself at the end of the day, you know. But yeah, even though I'm unemployed or whatever, or it seems like I have no plan right now, like God's got me and I know I will make it no matter what. So I'm not really scared, you know. I feel like being scared comes from the pressure that the adults will put on you, like, oh my gosh, now you have to get a job, like this and that. Otherwise, me myself, there's no pressure. How did you manage to stay committed to studying? My motivation has gone to zero. To be fair, with my course, I didn't have to do much studying because it was very practical. I think my entire course, I either only took 1 or 2 exams, and they were, I feel like I only had 1 exam. I'm not sure. No, 2. Because there was 1 in first year, I remember, and then the 1 in second year was during lockdown, so it was like it was an open book exam. So yeah, the 1 in second year was like the serious exam, and it was a law exam because obviously they have to assess you on your knowledge of the law as a journalist. So I didn't really, how did I stay motivated to study? Honestly, I don't know. The thing with me is when I tell myself something, like I'll pull through with it. So even with like finishing uni, for example, like obviously my friends were going out doing what and what, but I told myself just focus for the next 7 weeks, then you can have all the freedom you want. So I feel like that's the approach I'd take with studying, like just study and then you could sleep all you want, you could go out all you want and all of that. How was studying at Bristol Uni like? I'm kind of considering my options. Well, I didn't study at Bristol Uni, so there's 2 universities, well 2 main universities in Bristol, which is UOB, the University of Bristol, and there's UWE Bristol, which I was at the University of the West of England in Bristol. My time at UWE was really good, honestly, like to say the least. I enjoyed it. Could have been better just in terms of me myself making it better for myself, but otherwise it was good. How long was your course? It was 3 years. What's been keeping me busy of late? Filming, basically creating content. How's life after uni? It's great. It's honestly great. Okay, so I kind of answered this one, but it's what is your biggest regret in terms of what you could have done or what you wish you did better in uni? I wish I could have socialized more. I wish I could have lived out my uni life more, you know? Because I don't feel like I missed out on anything particularly, but I do just feel like I didn't have as much fun as I should have had. Because like going into my 3rd year, I was like, oh my gosh, in 3rd year, well this was like towards the end of 2nd year before lockdown, I was like, in 3rd year I'm gonna like live my best uni life. I'm gonna go for everything, or maybe not everything, but I'm gonna socialize more. I'm just gonna put myself out there more, hang out more, just, you know, live out your uni dream type of thing. And then, well, 3rd year happened and I spent it at home. Which was by choice, by the way. I just wish I had put myself out there more, honestly. Yeah. And the last one, how do you think your life would have been different had you stayed in Zambia for uni? I don't know how different my life would have been. I don't know. That's a really hard question because, you know, it's one of those things. It's like, okay, what coulda, shoulda, woulda been, but it wasn't. And I don't know. I like to imagine how it would have been, but I can't even imagine it just because I didn't experience it at all. So I don't really have an answer for that. Otherwise, like, I'm grateful that I got to leave because I really wanted to leave anyway. Like, I was sick and tired of this place. But leaving just made me appreciate home more, if that makes sense. Because now I'm like very okay being at home and everyone's like, no, stay in the UK, yada yada. If I went, I wouldn't come back. Like, that's you, boo. But me, like, at least right now where I'm at in my life, I'm happy being home and I don't regret having had left, but I do treasure home a bit more now. So yeah. I think that is it for this video. Honestly, it was so hard to eat and talk at the same time. I got through like that much of my burger. That was just a couple bites, and I ate 3 out of 4 dunked wings, and I almost finished my fries. So yeah, that's how this is going. But thank you so much for participating. To those of you who did, thank you so much for watching. For those of you who've watched, and thank you so much to you guys who've been there through my entire university journey. Like, I'm officially, as I'm filming this video, I'm officially a university graduate. I graduated with a 2-1, which is, think of it like a B+ type of thing. Would have been nice to get a first, but I literally knew it wouldn't happen. Not that I downplayed myself, but I knew it wouldn't happen when 3rd year was online, because with my course, like I was saying, it's very practical. So it's not like you just study hard and, you know, crush your exams and your assignments and you get your A+. It's like very practical. So me doing school away from Bristol, I knew I'd do fine, I'd do well, I'd pass, but I knew I wouldn't like do well enough to get a first, because there's certain things that you just need to do in person and be on the ground for, and I wasn't. So yeah, but I'm very proud of myself. Like, a 2-1 is great, it is good, and yeah, I thank God for that. And he saw me through my entire uni journey. If you haven't watched my testimony, you should. I would like have it in the cards up here or in the description box. But God has just been so faithful, and I'm literally so grateful for the entire experience and, you know, everything I went through to get to where I'm at right now. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, you guys. Don't forget to thumbs us up, share it with somebody, and of course subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.